Hey everyone, it's Jen. I'm giving Kurt the night off here to intro our new episode, the Friday FunPack. So we're excited for you guys to check it out. And any questions, comments, feedback, be sure to check us out on Instagram, NowThatsNonsense. And I hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome to another episode of Nonsense. I'm Kurt, and I'm with...
I'm Jen. Cheers. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everyone.
We usually start with a cocktail.
So, Jen's the mixologist. Jen, tell us what we got.
Today I went a little not off script, but I usually gravitate towards gin-based drinks or some sort of margarita or even the bubbles. But, vodka I haven't been going to that much, but for some reason I was like, I'm feeling like a martini.
You know, it's funny. I feel like I want to bring this up because I saw you pulling out the ingredients and I saw what the vodka was, and I'm thinking like, is this the new vodka or the vodka that most people drink? Because in my day, it was Absolute. Like, Absolute. You're drinking Absolute? Like,
yeah. I feel like in my day, it was Absolute was phasing out and we were fading into Sky vodka.
Ooh, see?
You know, it had that nice blue.
From my generation looking back, like, what's going on with that younger generation? And seeing the Sky come up, Sky did seem cooler.
Yeah.
Absolute was cool in its day, but then Sky...
But now I think nothing of Sky. And I see Absolute. Like, I applaud the way that they market because...
Their marketing was great.
They've got great marketing and they're churning out, like, fun flavors.
If you know who did fun flavors first when it comes to alcohol, do you know? You can win the prize. I don't know what the prize is yet.
No, I have no idea. There's like...
$10 Taco Bell gift card.
Yeah.
To the first person who comments on one of the sites. Now, you may... Look, I know. If you listen to the show, then you probably like the show. And then if you like the show, you're probably thinking, probably a lot of people like the show because I like the show. But you may be, right now, the only one listening to the show. Maybe. And so comment and get yourself a $10 gift card to Taco Bell or the fast food place of your choice. Everyone has a fast food they like. I don't care what they say. And tell us, what are they telling us?
They're telling us which brand of vodka started churning out flavors first.
Yeah, because do you have an idea? I want to guess Absolute because Absolute was so great with its marketing. Everyone was buying their vodka anyway. So they probably didn't have to do anything, but then it went with that flow and made people buy more of it somehow. I'm going to bet it was them.
I think it might be Pinnacle, because I just remember my first thing was like everybody went crazy over the whipped cream vodka.
Yeah, you went crazy. Yeah, everyone, including myself.
Well, I heard the word on the street, and then I picked it up, and then, we were on a whipped cream vodka kick. And then I started buying Pinnacle flavored vodkas, so...
I give Pinnacle props. Whoever started it, Pinnacle ran with it
That's
somehow.
my guess.
Yeah.
So what I did was I took Tito's vodka.
Tito's, that's the new, latest, what is accepted as, good for mixing. And
you see that on the menu, you're happy.
Yeah. Oh, and
Tito's, solid go-to.
If you're ordering a drink at a restaurant, will you ask for vodka?
One in particular?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because we have Tito's in our home, so I was curious what you asked for when we're out.
What are some other brands? I think
If you don't know what you asked for, I'm going to guess I'll
always go for Tito's.
I know what you do.
What?
You look at the menu, and if you recognize the name and it's good enough, you don't ask for a vodka. Like if you're reading a cocktail, and they say...
And it's made with Tito's.
And made with Tato's.
Tito's
or Tato's. I love both of them equally.
They're great.
Tato is Tito's brother. He branched out. Tito made vodka from something else, but Tato, he wanted vodka from potatoes.
Yes, I knew it.
He was like, Tito, I love your vodka, but I need to make them from potatoes. It's something I have ingrained inside of me, and I can't even know why. And Tito's like, potato rhymes with your name, Tato. And he goes, oh, damn it.
Oh, these... Just entertaining, always narrating. That's you.
That's
you.
With
some cheese. That was the corniest thing I ever heard. I'm like,
what? Wait, nobody knows anything, including me. Introduce what you're saying, and then we'll get back to the drink.
I think your whole story that you just made up about Tito and Tato and where he got his name from. And like, I'm sitting here and you're telling this story and I'm like, he can't even stay on topic. He's being so ridiculous right now. And I know he's loving it. He's having so much fun, but it's not funny.
What? Poll. We're going to take a poll.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot up a...
You get a $10 gift card to the fast food chain of your choice.
If you say yes to this poll. Did you enjoy the Tito Tato? Help us shape the show.
If they didn't, then I send out Starbucks gift cards. So
wait, we don't know what the gift card situation. This is going to be a poll. Did you like it? You don't like it? This will be a bet between...
The Tito Tato story. Did you like Kurt's off scripts?
Off script, all shows off script.
I know, but this was like off Broadway and then off Broadway. You were off.
Ooh, that hurts.
It's artistic.
Everything's artistic. Everything is artistic.
So, did you like Kurt's Tito Tato digression
there's a bet
or not?
There's a bet between Jenny and I.
Know. Yeah, we've got a bet now.
I'm going to log the bet on the website that I'm going to get going.
I'm going to say nobody. Maybe one or
nobody.
Two
I'll take that bet. Nobody?
I'm not going to say nobody because I know
$10 gift card to somebody who said yes, they like.
I think a couple people will find you humorous. But the majority will not.
Then I will stop doing that. I'll stop the little skit.
Off
Broadway. I can go off Broadway. What he's saying correct is I can go off Broadway, but don't ever go off.
Yeah,
Broadway.
That was a sidetrack skit. So
the bonuses.
We've got a new segment. If it's like this is the sidetrack skit.
Are you going to call SSK sidetrack skit? When I do a sidetrack scene, I hope you do.
Calling this JLMNOP.
So we're gonna reel it in. I said in a former episode that I didn't know what a real sound makes, and half people probably like a real sound makes this. I'm gonna reel it in.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Jen, the cocktail.
Tito's vodka.
Of course.
Blood orange Cointreau, pineapple juice. And that's it. I just kind of mixed it all up, and I threw a couple blackberries in for fun. And then I'm not a big fan of super sweet, and I knew that going into this drink, but I was willing to try because the idea of the vodka blood orange Cointreau was very appealing. And so then I also just topped it off with some sparkling Pellegrino, which I think has refreshed it and lessened the sweetness factor. So. Cheers.
Oh, let's rate the drinks from now on.
Okay.
We'll rate the drinks. I already have a rating for this drink, but it's partially skewed, and I'll explain that in a minute.
I know why it's partially skewed.
But it's still a great number. I'm going to give it an 8. What are we rating out of?
1 to 10.
1 to 10. 8 out of 10. And it would be a 9 out of 10 except for one little side footnote that I'll get to. Go ahead.
A 7 out of 10.
Wow. I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you rated it lower because you made it. Not that I wanted you to rate it lower.
It's not bad, but I wouldn't order it again. Or I would, you know what? As I was getting the blackberries out, I'm like, oh, it would have been cool if I muddled some blackberry. Like, it needs some freshening up.
We just woke up from a nap. You thought you were going to jump into muddling?
I know.
Come on. That's crazy. I want to make a side footnote on why the drink's an 8 out of 10 and not a 9 out of 10 for me. Because the pineapple juice was how old?
Oh my God. It was like 4 years old.
4 years.
But it's the Dole pineapple in the very tiny can, and it's been in our closet, like a brand new pack of 6. And I looked at the expiration date and I was like, ooh. And I'm like, how? How is that even? So I shook it. I poured it into a separate glass. The color was fine. And I took a sip and I was like, it tastes like pineapple juice.
The color is fine and the taste is fine. So FYI, the expiration date on pineapple juice, if it's Dole and in a can, it's just the suggested date.
Yeah, normally I adhere to the expiration date.
What's the number one item you adhere to expiration dates to? If you had to put it on the heading, I have something in my head. The number one thing where I adhere to expiration dates. A category of item where the expiration date, and I know yours too, you're just not thinking of it. When you hear mine, which is yours, you'll be like, yeah, definitely that.
Oh, I'm so curious what it is.
Say
it. I don't know. I'm honestly, I'm racking my brain right now.
I'll help you out.
To think, Let's brainstorm it.
I don't have to Oh, you're going to brainstorm.
I need to brainstorm it. I don't have an answer.
Let's brainstorm it. Well, I can't really brainstorm it because I know the answer.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I'll encourage you in the brainstorming. Come on, Jenny. Go, Jenny.
All right. It's in the refrigerator.
Yes. Good answer. Good answer. Refrigerator. Good ding. Number 3. It's in the refrigerator.
Okay.
Getting close.
Is it sour cream, yogurt?
You're in the talking about the genre.
Like regatta?
You're in the genre now. You're naming all the things in your genre.
Oh, no. We don't buy creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche? Your genre is dairy. You have a hard line on dairy.
Oh, you're just saying dairy in general.
Yeah, you have a hard line on dairy.
Well, for sure, milk and eggs freak me out.
Onward. The topic of today's episode is the Friday Fun Pack. This is something Jen and I do every Friday. Although in the past it hasn't necessarily been fun, because what the Fun Pack is, you meet on Friday with drinks and you unpack the week. Mm-hmm. You get rid of, what do you got to process? What do you get rid of? So we decided we're going to do a Fun Pack live this week.
Yeah, so we haven't unpacked our week yet, and we do have stuff to say. I know I have a big thing that I need to get off my chest. I have a big thing I need to unpack. I got a boulder in my backpack, and I got to set it down.
In talking about things, sometimes we're talking about, we could be talking about other people or other places or stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And so to tell you a story while at the same time being confidential and discreet is going to be fascinating.
I'm going to speak in generalities.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah.
So go, Fun Pack.
I find it fascinating how much anger I have inside of me right now. I'm sitting here with a smile on my face, and I'm in a good mood. That's like I am. I'm in a good mood.
So where is it? Where is it?
But there's an anger that's in my chest.
So
it's in my body. Like I have anger inside my body. So it's allowing me to be happy and whatever. But it's there, and it's not like directed towards one thing in particular, but everything is fair game to flare it up. So it's like this. It's like an inferno that's like on simmer right now, and it's just kind of like I'm happy, but like I actually had the thought when I was driving home from work today that when you merge, like there's like 2 lanes and they merge into one.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And sometimes people don't like it when the person is in the right lane and they try to get over, even though
there's 2 lanes.
There's 2 clear
and that's
lanes.
What it's for. Yeah.
So, but lately it's been very friendly and fine. So there was one person that I saw kind of to my left, like where it could have been you're really not going to let me in. And I was like, oh, what's happening here? I start to see the car. And I'm like,
what's this?
And I'm like, it doesn't even matter. Like, I'm winning. There was no doubt. And she didn't vie for it at all. So, like, I just was over. And then I was like, okay, she's going to ride up my ass. And it looked like, no, but she didn't. But I found myself thinking, I want you to drive up my ass, and I want you to like gesture to me, because when there is a red light, I'm getting out of my car and I'm walking up to her. Like that was the thought I had. So when I say that I have like anger inside of me, it's like gotten to that kind of a level, and I need to release it. And I was also listening to a podcast myself this morning where Sahara Rose was talking about when you're feeling really angry, you've got a pitta imbalance. And I definitely have a major pitta imbalance.
It's like almost a dichotomy. You're saying, I'm happy, but I know this is in me. But how do you know it now? You're not angry now, but yet you feel it inside you. What do you feel is what I'm saying.
Oh, that's a good question.
Where is it? You said in my chest, but what are you feeling in your chest to let you know it's there?
It's tight. It's tight.
So you have a tight chest. So somebody who's in tune with their body at all, if they were scanning themselves and they felt they had a tight chest, and it wasn't because of working out or anything like that,
no.
And you'd be like, why is my chest tight? You'd be like, oh, wait, that's some serious emotional stuff there. That's not just a tight chest from exercise. Like, you have a tight chest, but you're realizing Wait, this isn't physical per se, it's energetical tightness.
Absolutely energetical.
Thank you. That helped it. So, are you ready to FunPack?
Oh, sure. Well, I guess having the feeling in my chest, and when I think about it, I also just have like a visual of my body, and it's interesting. It's a physical sensation that I feel, and I feel it in my throat, and I think there's something deep-seated. So now I'm like, well, what do I have going on? Like, I'm meditating, and I find what's fascinating too is when I meditated this morning and then I pulled a card, my Archangel Michael card said, have confidence. And I was like, well, this is an interesting pull. And then I went on to have the day that I had, and I kept thinking about Archangel Michael and that card I pulled all day, because it was my theme for the day. And so I just kept drawing on it and using it. But it required some situations that were setting me off and igniting that tenseness in my chest. And I was aware of it in each moment. Like, I need to have confidence, I need to own this, and I need to just say what is going on. And so I did that throughout the day, and it happened a lot today.
So what caused the rage, the inferno? Just the whole day was filled with that, and that just got you like, yeah, I'm so sick of this.
That was my whole week, FYI. Every day this week.
So a very taxing week of feeling like you're being challenged to grow in certain directions, and you consistently meeting the challenge over and over and over again, where you're like, enough already.
Yeah.
I understand your week was hard and it was challenging, but it sounds like you rose in every occasion and met the challenge. Why does it bring up not exhaustion but rage? Rage is a good one.
It is a good one.
That's one, like, when you unpack it, you get a little prize. Like, if you unpack exhaustion, I had such a rough week. She was just riding me all week, man. I just No, but when you touch on the emotion of rage, and you unpack that, you don't just unpack a good week going into the weekend. You unpack like a gem for your life. So,
you know, there's also the other event that occurred this week around me wanting to take a yoga teaching opportunity, and I'm not able to because of the contract that I'm in, and it's fine, a long fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's good.
But it's disappointing. Okay, this is what the visual is. I see that I signed a contract, and now I just picture hands really squeezing super tightly around my throat. So if you're asking why I have rage, that's why I have rage.
We do mini unpacks during the week, and every day when we talked, I know I had the thought like, wow, she's on top of everything, she's aware of everything. For something being put before you and not turning out the way you want, an opportunity not coming to fruition the way you want, and pulling the positives and the lessons out of it in a legit way is wonderful. And so it's so curious. We show up on Friday and you have rage.
Yeah. It is cute.
You're smiling. You're smiling the biggest smile of anyone who has so much rage that I've ever seen.
It's pretty
so
funny.
What's going on? Continue to unpack, please. And where are you on the unpacking? You're just talking about it.
I thought we were done.
Maybe you are done. How do you feel? All we did was talk about it.
But no, you're right. There's still, like, so even after having resolved that, well, although maybe having resolved that has taken the rage away because I have the different perspective. So I don't have anything wrapped around my neck. I'm always in choice. And if I feel like I'm restricted by that contract, then I can choose to no longer teach and honor the contract for what it is and still find other opportunities for other things. I know that's a choice I have. And so that's why I can look back and say, well, yeah, I was present for the experience itself. But I do want to ask myself one more time, like, is that really it? Or is there residual rage?
Well, let me ask you, how's the tightness in your chest now?
I feel lighter. I do.
But not fully unpacked yet?
For now, I think I can be, because the other potential items are things that I can very easily, you know how, like, I like to use your example when you give, like, a flick of your finger, like, like that. Oh, I know that's coming up. I'll deal with it like that. Like that's how easy it is. So I know what I have is a flick. And so I think just me releasing the rage, identifying it, letting it go, has now created space for me to now deal with the other that I know has also got me a little twisted with a flick. And that's just just a change in perspective.
So you're going to take care of the other stuff.
It's fine. Yeah. And I mean, it's fine. So I'm good. Thank you.
So you unpacked. Good job.
That's my unpack. Sorry, that was a long one.
No, it's great. So all you did was identify that you had an emotion, talk about the stuff that you thought was related to the emotion, and then unpacked it, and now you're feeling pretty
free.
Cool. You're free for Friday.
I'm free for Friday for fun packing. What about you?
I had a really good week. The only thing that happened at the end of the week, just today. I don't think I was unpacking anything during the week because I don't think anything happened of significance this week. Just today, and this isn't even big, so this is a small unpack. My most favorite thing to do, not my most favorite, I hate when I'm wrong, but my most favorite thing to do if I'm wrong, was I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. I don't know what made me ever learn that lesson, but I'm glad I did. I want to say I learned that like 15 years ago. I probably learned that when we got in a relationship. Probably tied to the happy wife, happy life, happy spouse, happy house sayings.
Oh, I've never heard happy spouse, happy house.
Oh, I wish I could give credit to somebody. Happy wife, happy life is Woody. Episode 0, pilot episode. Saving Game of Thrones, check it out. Yeah, and then I don't know who I give credit to for happy spouse, happy house. But I like that one because that one's more, universal.
Yeah, it doesn't pinpoint the wife.
As the problem.
Ridiculous. Yeah, keep going.
Look, when I'm doing my job, people that are overseeing anyway, as long as you're doing your job, I'm happy. And as long as anything you're doing doesn't make my job harder because you're doing it, then I'm happy. That's it. So since I think we look through one lens. So since that's my view, that's the view I use for myself. I was in this process that took, say, 12 weeks, 16 weeks. And I don't have the greatest memory. So something maybe of detail that started at the beginning of the project, a detail was got at the end of the project. I don't deal with life or death situations. I don't deal with financial when numbers matter. Like the stuff I'm talking about matters on some level, but it's not like a big matter. But where it did matter is some of the details I forgot, I think affected the office manager in some way. I mean, I'm human, so throughout the year, say there's 3 or 4 mistakes I make on something, I'll apologize and it'll be sincere, and I'll get an email back that it's no big deal because we're all human and the mistakes, and I'm owning them,
Right.
But in this time when I was reviewing, and I'm looking back at stuff that happened 12 weeks ago, and I'm realizing like, wow, I didn't just make 1 error, I made 2 errors.
Wow.
And they only matter, I believe, in that someone's going to have to do a little extra something, press a little extra button, go through a little extra process they probably normally don't have to go through. It'll be resolved, but it bothers me that I'm causing someone extra work because it bothers me when some people cause me extra work.
Right, that's interesting.
And it wasn't a single mistake, it's like a double mistake. So I guess I didn't get an email back yet. Normally I get an email back like, oh, don't worry about it. I didn't get an email back. So then it's in the realm of...
Now you can create a story.
I can create stories. But the fact is I am creating extra work for somebody. And I have to just be like, dude, you're human. It was 12 weeks. It's not life or death. Like, I just got to remind myself that it's all cool.
Right.
That's it. So thank you. I'm already unpacked. I don't know what's fun about unpacking except... when you're done, it's fun because you're free.
Yeah,
I'm free. Are you free?
I'm free.
So that was the Friday fun pack. If you're not unpacking on Fridays to let yourself be free into the weekend, I highly suggest you make a point of doing it.
It's great. It really helps because now I don't feel like I think I just look back Monday through today and now suddenly it's all been shed. And the weekend is the place where... it has absolutely nothing to do with, the work week. And for those who don't work on weekends, So I view it that way. Like I'm working Monday through Friday. And so now that we've unpacked, I view my 2 days off as like vacation. Like every Saturday and Sunday and Friday evening. So yeah, Friday evening through Sunday should feel like vacation every weekend.
Yeah, if you want to take
That's
the time.
the ideal.
If you take the time, unpack.
Right, because then you can restore, replenish for whatever's coming up next. Cheers.
Oh, I never made dinner.
Yeah.
We're going to go.
Yeah, let's do that.
I was about to make dinner. This spontaneously came up because we were like, because we ask each other on Fridays, do you have to unpack? Yeah, I have to unpack. Do you have to unpack? Yeah, I have to pack. And then you came up with the idea of let's record our unpack.
I think it was worthwhile to talk about, and hopefully it wasn't irrelevant or that somebody felt like, I just hope it resonated on some level, because sometimes it's helpful to just talk stuff out. So cheers, happy Friday, happy unpacking, happy weekend. Happy
weekend whenever your Friday is. Whenever your Friday is, unpack and enjoy whenever your weekend is.
That's right.
This has been Kurt with
Jen.
Until next time, everyone. Peace.
Namaste.